Now for the third part of writing redox equations, and that has to do with balancing equations out. Okay, so for example, let's take the previous one that we were working on, okay, which is iron 2 plus aqueous, and then manganate, which is MnO4 minus aqueous, okay, and then we have iron 3 plus aqueous plus the manganese ion aqueous, okay. And so what we had decided, okay, in the previous problem is that iron is getting oxidized, okay, loss of electrons, and manganese was getting reduced, okay, because it gained electrons. It went from being +7 to +2, okay, and so therefore manganese is getting reduced. What we do in this part, okay, is we write half reactions or half equations, and so we separate our redox reaction into reduction and oxidation. Okay, so we'll take the simple one first. Iron 2 plus going to iron 3 plus, and this is loss of electron. Okay, and how many electrons did we lose? Is actually 1 electron that we lost. Okay, so the way we write this out is iron 2 plus to give iron 3 plus plus 1 electron. No minuses in equations, so don't write it on the left side, write it on the right side. Okay, and this is oxidation. Now for the reduction part of the equation, where we have MnO4 minus to give us Mn2 plus. Okay, so now we also have issues because we don't have oxygen, all right, to balance out. So this is where we learn about balancing equations in a little bit different way. All right, so first of all, to balance oxygen, add water, okay, to opposite side. So I'm going to work this as we go step by step, all right, on opposite side. You're going to do this a lot more in Gen Chem 2, but this is just a good introduction, all right. So on my right hand side of the equation, I'm going to add water, okay, H2O, and because I have 4 oxygens, I'm going to add 4, all right, because 4 oxygen on the left. Okay, so that's one thing that I do. The next thing that I have to do now is balance H of H2O by adding H plus on opposite side. Okay, so now I write my equation again. First MnO4 minus, and then I have a plus, okay, because I have to add the H's, and then Mn2 plus plus 4 H2O. That is still there. And now because I have 4 H2O, I have to add 8 H plus. Okay, so because of 4 H2O. Alright, so now I have 8 H plus. Now what I have to do, third thing, because now my hydrogen and oxygen is balanced, now I have to balance my charges. And the way I balance charges is by adding electrons, left or right. Okay, and that depends on wherever I need to balance out my charge. Okay, so let's write the equation again. MnO4 minus plus 8H plus to give Mn2 plus, and I have 4 H2O. So I have a 2 plus charge here, I have a plus 8 charge over here, and a 1 negative charge here. So my charges need to be balanced out. Okay, so if I have plus 2 over here, I should have plus 2 on this side as well. All right, so which means that this is I have to add electrons on left side. Okay, how many electrons should I add? As minus 1 plus 8 minus x, whatever it is, should be equal to plus 2. Okay, so again another little bit of an algebraic equation over here, and once you calculate that out, okay, and let me do that over here. So minus x is equal to plus 2 plus 1 and then minus 8, and so x turns out to be 3, and then of course this is going to be minus 5. Okay, so which means I need to add 5 electrons on the left hand side. So my equation then is MnO4 minus plus 8H plus 5 electrons to give Mn2 plus 4H2O. Now this is good anyhow because this is reduction, and in reduction you have addition of electrons, so that should go on the left side. Okay, now we look at the two equations that we have, and we have this one, and our oxidation equation is Fe2 plus to give Fe3 plus 1 electron. Okay, but here I have 5 electrons, here I have 1 electron, which means that my transfer is not equal. So it means I have to take all of this equation and multiply it by 5. Okay, because of gain of 5 electrons. Okay, so which means that my new equation is 5 Fe2 plus to give 5 Fe3 plus 5 electrons. Okay, so now I can add up my equation, all right, the MnO4 and the iron plus. Okay, so since I don't have so much room over here, I'm going to go ahead and squeeze this in. My 5 electrons will get crossed out. Okay, and I have MnO4 minus plus 8H plus. Okay, so that's taken care of, that's taken care of. And then I have my 5 Fe2 plus to give on the right hand side I have Mn2 plus 4H2O, and then from my iron equation I have 5 Fe3 plus. Okay, so that is how we do balancing of redox equations, which you kind of need to know for one of the titrations, but other than that you will do more of this in Gen Chem 2.